Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Citadelum. You join us back in the first mission of the last Conqueror of Britannia campaign, which is called Under the Auspices of the Roman Empire. And we have some things to do to expand. I realised that we are not able to build our watchtowers and stuff quick enough to help our defences because we are not producing stuff quick enough over here. There's actually no space left in our warehouses to store out-of-bound resources. So our stone cutters and our stone quarries are getting absolutely throttled. We do have a lot of stone though, and the issue is money. Thankfully though, we are now able to build our watchtowers, so we're going to do that now. And what I did want to do is draw up some roads that come out here. And before we do that though, I do want to have a look at how we're going to be able to do this, because currently we have this in place and our market goes right up to the top there, as well as this market going further out to the back. And I want to kind of mirror the stuff that's going on here. Now, before I actually do anything, I really want to fill in this colonnade, which has been bugging me since the end of the last episode. Now, our money will not last very long because we have to build these watchtowers. So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up out of here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. So by my calculations, that is where our next watchtower needs to go. And that should... See, it doesn't quite cover everything in the town. But when we wall up, that shouldn't be much of an issue. If I come along here and we keep it exactly the same with another watchtower further up here, like that, that should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Then up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last one coming out here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build our watchtowers up. There we go. And our watchtowers here. Excellent. Right, so money was the issue, actually. It's nothing to do with a supply chain issue. But now we need to think about where we're going to put our walls. Now, our walls kind of need to attach to the watchtowers here. So they are going to do that. And then they're going to just run all the way around here to there. Now, this road, of course, we need to put a gate in. So we're going to do that. And there we go. That builds up that wall. And then coming out of town, we need the same. A wall gate, and then another wall that goes up and joins up with the watchtowers. Then we can build walls all the way around, like that, and like that. And another one going all the way in. So we have walled off our city. Oh, God, I forgot about that. Walled off our city apart from the big gaping hole in that area there. And this actually should hopefully seal it all off. Excellent. We have defended, or we are in the process now of defending our settlement from enemy attacks, which is fantastic. Over here, this colonnade, actually, I want to continue it all the way down, but the one that kind of goes here, I might get rid of because I don't really like the way that that comes out. So we'll leave that as it is by demolishing it, and we'll just keep our colonnades on the interior of our settlement. So this is kind of how I want my plebeian housing to eventually all be laid out. They do want a school and they do want some textiles, so that's something that we can look into in this episode. But other than that, it's about raising an army now. We are currently getting enough defenders trained to be able to put them all to work, and I'm going to make sure that I have 2 working in every single watchtower, just so that I am well defended against enemy attacks. So there we go. That is all done. Obviously, this middle bit they now can't get to because there are watchtowers posted there. But I would quite like to add in a couple of watchtowers on the exterior here. So I'm going to put one there, and we're going to put one on that side once we get some more money in. But this actually will then defend us front and center. We'll put a watchtower on either side, and we'll do the same over in this side once we go into a new day. And then we just need to train some more guards for these watchtowers. So we are going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 guards. So let's build that all the way up to 16. And now the central area of our city is going to be completely well defended. We can't do anything for another day really because we've got things going on and we need to get everything sorted. So if we just go into our management, our settlement management tab here, have a look at the jobs that we've got. I want to make sure that all of our fire stations and engineers posts are fully looked after. Same with the tax officers, and then the rest of the stuff can kind of sit as it is for now, but adding more jobs into our swordsmiths and our bow workshop will be really useful, as well as the armory And then that is just going to mean that as soon as we start getting new people in, which we no doubt will because our population is booming right now, we should see those roles filled very quickly. And the same will happen as we train up. Currently, the enemy raid risk is 20%. So we're safe at this moment in time, but I do want to start looking to explore the map, which is going to require a legion. And without a legion, we are going to be struggling very soon. Looking at our ore, we're making a lot of ore and a lot of stone bricks and stone, so that's not an issue. Wood, however, is starting to become a bit of a worry. We aren't making enough to cover things, and I would like to build that stock up very quickly. Enemy raid risk remains 20% despite leveling up, but we are going to put in a new materials production in the form of a brand new logging camp once we get some more money in. And then we've only got 3 watchtowers left to produce. We're making a lot of money per day, so that's not too much of a problem right now. And I think as we get more plebeians in, we'll more patricians in, we'll be in a lot better position. But we are going to need, actually looking at that, that's not good. Having a look at our engineers posts and our fire stations might be a good idea right now because they are out of range. And they also need a market, because I don't think any of the markets that we currently have are going to be able to facilitate growth of a new group of patricians. We do have that now, so that's going to go in. We're going to put the fire station in here, and we're going to put the engineers post in here. Then we're going to go to our management window. We're going to rebuild that tax office, and we're going to put more fire stations to work and more engineers to work. Our population is growing quite quickly though, so that shouldn't take long to be filled. You can see they are already full up. We already have 5 unemployed defense personnel and 3 unemployed citizens. This market doesn't have any buildings in its radius of influence, but that shouldn't take us long to sort out because we are building new watchtowers and we are building new patricians housing. Once that's done, you can see now all of our defense personnel will get jobs once I upgrade these to 2 working in each watchtower. That should see all of those issues solved. All of our defense personnel now have a job, and our unemployed citizens will start getting employment very soon. But it's time to put in some more patricians housing. The problem we're having right now though is our gods need more than 1 temple. So we're going to go to our religion tab and we're going to start putting in a few new temples. So Apollo, we're going to move the temple of Apollo here to this area. We're then going to put a temple of Mars just in the gap here, facing that way. Then Minerva gets her next temple, which is going to go here. Can we put her in here? I don't have a road that goes to that area, so that's fine. Put that in. Then we need another temple of Jupiter, which we'll put on this side, like that, and a temple of Pluto coming in here, maybe there. Yeah, because then we can squeeze in some houses or something. A new temple of Apollo will go on. Ooh, wait a second. Temple of Ceres can go here next to the theater, which is good. And then our second temple of Apollo will just go down there. Good. Right, we now have 2 temples for each god, which should satisfy them for a bit. Then we're going to go to our housing and services, and we're going to start squeezing in some more patrician housing just to really boost the influence of our tax officers. So some patrician housing going there, and another one here, and another one here right next to the marketplace. We can just about squeeze one in there once we get some more wood in, but as you can see, that is now becoming quite problematic. So we are going to put in another logging camp, and this logging camp is going to go probably here with its own dedicated warehouse. That's necessary because that will fill up quite quickly. So we'll get a road that comes out to here and just peters off into that direction. Then we want to put in a new sawmill once we get some wood. This warehouse we will stock up. We will disable all of that and we will just have wood and wood planks going to that one. The logging camp will max out on people. And then as soon as we get enough wood to do so, we will build a sawmill, which we will again max out with people. Then we are going to need to look at materials because a flax field is going to be our next thing. And I think a good place to put it is right here. We'll have 1 flax field and then some weavers. We will take on 1 there and 1 there because this one is going to fill up quite quickly. And then a second dedicated warehouse will go in to that area there. And again, this warehouse will only take on clothing and flax. And again, we'll fill these up and we'll fill up the weavers and do the same there. And then we'll see our plebeian population start to increase even further. We don't actually have a lot of space to put in any more plebeian housing, but what we could do is move this market back a little bit, and we should fit in another row of housing there. The problem will then be decoration, because they won't be able to get the decorative stuff that they need. And given that my plebeian population is going upwards of 244 now, I don't think we need it. We just need to continue increasing the plebeian population by giving them better housing. And that can be done with decoration. So once again, we're going to come in with our gardens. We're going to put some nice rows of gardens all the way along here, which again, we'll see those increase. And you can see they want carrots and onions. So let's have a look at our onion production and our carrot production. They are a little bit of a deficit right now, so let's go to our onion orchard, add another member of staff to that and another to the carrots, and that should see that get fulfilled. And immediately they want bread and cabbages, and we hit prestige level 9. We still need to train 200 soldiers though. Looking at everything here, we now have 310 population there. Patricians, they're going to want some decorative items, and we can also fit in another patrician house there. Obviously at the back here is where we're going to put our gardens. I'm actually going to move that Temple of Apollo right to that corner, and then we can put some nice gardens right around the back here in blocks of 4, and again here, and another one there, and another one there. That sees them increase in size. We can then put in a mosaic plaza, which I can put right here on the corner, and we can surround that with gardens or something. We've also got a fountain plaza which we could put in. I wonder if I just move along the engineer's post here, and then the fire station can move along to here too. We can just squeeze that that marketplace along a touch, and then the Temple of Jupiter can go up to that area, and then we can put in our decorative fountain plaza right there. It won't let me do that because it needs, either side of it needs stuff, needs a road. That's a bit of a shame. So let's rotate that around, and then actually what we can do is we can demolish this little road coming off here and have a new road that just goes on to that area there, and then we can put in our decorative plaza. We'll move the Temple of Jupiter. You can see now we're being attacked by somebody somewhere. There they are. They are not going to get very far, are they? Yeah, they're instantly regretting that decision. Battered off at the wall, and we have a victory there. I still can't fit that in, which is very frustrating. If I move the Temple of Pluto along, can I do that? No. What if I put the Temple of Pluto, if I move this mosaic plaza somewhere, can I do this? I don't think it's going to be possible. Oh, what a shame. I really wanted to get that in. So we will just reset then. I'll put a road. Oh no, I forgot about the gods. Who is it? Pluto. He's not happy. We'll just ignore him. I've ignored him enough anyway, so let's just continue to ignore him. Now, we do have an issue here with this going in and all of that, which makes this mosaic plaza look a little bit weird. So I'm going to put in fact, I'm going to delete them. Yeah, unless we build like a dedicated area for that, I don't think that's going to be a good move. So we'll put everything back how it was. The Temple of Pluto will move back into the middle there. Then we'll move this marketplace back to the middle. We'll move the fire station and stuff like that, and just give it a bit of a reset because that wasn't working. But what we can do is we can put in some statues and stuff that will benefit these guys just on the corners here. I'll put another large statue in there, and then we can put the Capitoline she-wolf in with a fountain next to it and a fountain here. We'll put the equestrian statue in just down there on the corner. And then we can fit in another couple that go along here. Like that. Then some square fountains. Try and keep it nice and symmetrical. And we'll put a couple of trees in at the back. Like that. Looking good. And then, again, a colonnade that runs along to here. So that boosts their decoration all the way up to max. Let's put a theatre play on. Just so that people are on board. Excellent. And we've got a collapsed building somewhere. Where was that? What has collapsed? Oh, it's going to be over here, isn't it? Yes, it is. These things. Right, let's go back to our housing and services and put in a new fire station there with a well. And then we will put an engineer's post in right at the top there. Get that staffed as quickly as possible because we do have plenty of space here with people being unemployed. We need to sort that out. We've got all of that up and running. That is up and running as well. The flax field looking good. Our melons and our onions, I think. Melons are in a bit of a state right now. So if we go to our melon orchard and put one more person into that, that still isn't enough. So we are going to need another melon farm. So another melon orchard will go in. Just there. What happened to this? Oh, yes, that's because Pluto was annoyed at us. So melons now 400 per day. We're going to need to keep going with that, and that's 480 per day. Cabbages, they are now at a deficit, so we need to sort that out as well. So let's put another cabbage orchard in right up here. And again, we can just have a quick look. That's at 400 and now 480. Good. Right. What else are we looking at now? Pigs are fine. Milk, we need another cow farm, or we need more people to work in the current one we have. They are both maxed out, so let's get a new cow farm right there. And we will boost that. But let's just boost that all the way, because why not? Eggs, we're going to need another chicken farm. We've got lots of milk coming in. Fish is fine. Grapes, they are also at a bit of a deficit, so let's again back to our grapes. They are now fine. Medicinal herbs next. Good. Let's put someone to work in that. And again, that sorts that out. Carrots are good. Wine is fine. Maybe another winery soon, though, because the demand for that has gone up. Actually, yes, it's time. Let's get another winery in. And we'll put that one here. So it is still kind of in the range. That's okay. Wine is now looking good. Pork steaks are struggling a little bit. Bread is struggling as well. So a new bakery is definitely needed. So a bakery goes in. We'll max out that. Then our bread should be fine again. Yeah, that's good. Fish fillets, cabbages. I'm going to put another one to work in that cabbage orchard just because a little bit worried about it. Olive oil, honey and stuff we can't really get yet. Melons are good. Onions are fine. Cabbage is now looking good. Bread, fine. Fish fillets, pork steaks. The butcher is our next stop. So our butcher will go here. Or did we? We've got one here, haven't we? There. We'll max that out and then put in a road. So that should bring everything back up to speed. We are making 7,960 per day. So we should very soon be able to really expand and get all of this like bricked off. So we've got stone roads going all the way through, which increases our speed. We can finish off decorating a bunch of areas as well. This plebeian housing here, they do need a better desirability. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to pave the roads here that continue all the way around. It doesn't actually do anything for the decoration of it, but it's marking out where I'm next going to have my colonnades go. And then we'll have that road go all the way up to there. Looking good here. Coming along to here. Surrounding our temples. We've got like a nice little plaza now going on there. And that's going to continue going all the way up to here. Along to there. And again, we'll just get everything. A nice road that goes all the way along. Good. Right, at the back there, we still have that and that. Good, excellent. Right, now, we need our colonnades. That's going to continue going along to here to upgrade those buildings and all the way along there as well. Perfect. Right, we've got some lovely buildings going on there now. Plebeian population will jump up as well. They need a school. So where can I put my school? Currently, the schoolhouse is quite a size, so I think it needs to go. Maybe we need to move around here and put the school next to the temple there. It does have a big area of effect, but it doesn't quite cover everything. If I do move it up to there, it just gets those buildings. So I think moving the Temple of Pluto along will definitely help. We'll move this round fountain down to here. We will move the temple there. We will demolish that and demolish that. And then if we have a quick look at our school, it should fit in right there on the corner. Perfect. Now they have a school and they upgrade even further. They also want a library, which we can put in somewhere else. We'll put the library up at the top here. And that, again, covers those buildings as well. And as you can see, they now have access to a library. They do want a desirability of 100%, though. And to do that, we can put back in some decorative items. So I reckon a monumental column will be good there. We'll then move that gladiator statue along. We will place another monumental column on that side. Then we can put in a few other items to improve things. Maybe we demolish that, and then we will add in some statues. Perhaps the Capitoline She-Wolf. There we go. That should take that up to 100%. Now they want furniture. And our last step then is going to be to get that furniture. We currently have space for 400 plebeians and 183 patricians. Everything's looking really good. Melons and cabbages, though, are a big issue. We aren't producing enough melons or cabbages, apparently. But I think that might be more to do with the fact that the granaries that hold these are a little bit out of range. Looking here, this granary accepts melons and cabbages. And then we have a melon orchard down here that isn't in range. So we'll move the melon orchard to there. We do have 2 cabbage orchards, though. That should be putting in enough to be able to do that. The granary currently is empty. So I'm not quite sure why we aren't being able to distribute these things. It could be to do with the market. Actually, there we go. Lack of staff in the market. That's what's hindered us. And right. So next episode, we're going to focus on our military, get that up and running, and pull everything back to normal. There's no stock there from the flax field. So let's just boost the amount of people up to work in that. And that should help us out. Melons, we're definitely going to need to put another person to work in our new melon orchard, just because that's a bit out of control. Excessive amounts there. And yeah, we're looking pretty happy. We can turn our attention to our patrician district now and try and get those upgraded, because currently our patrician houses need a lot more desirability. So next episode, we'll turn our attention to improving that and finally building our army. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Citadelum, where we now have a fully walled inner city. And we can actually start expanding this a bit further out, but I don't know if we'll need it. The next steps are going to be about building our military and taking a hold of this region. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.